Hi everyone, happy Friday. Sarah here with Autoimmune Tribe, and I just want to share a little story. I shared a story with you guys yesterday, but I have another story to share with you guys today, and I also want you to follow along and work through a limiting belief with me so you can kind of get a sense of what that feels like and what that looks like. So you might want to grab paper and pencil if you are ready to dive in. So yesterday I was at Whole Foods, and we do most of our grocery shopping at Whole Foods, and I was at the checkout and got a bunch of veggies and some stuff for dinner, and I was, bagging up myself, and I put my card in, and there's this thing that I do whenever I put my card into now it's like the chip reader, right? You don't really swipe your card anymore. And I don't think anyone who's checking me out ever noticed, but it's something I actually learned from Andrea Crowder. And I just kind of close my eyes and I put my card in, and in my head I say, there's more where that came from. There's more where that came from. And my total for my groceries yesterday I think was like $98. And I felt like completely good about that number. There's more where that came from. I didn't feel like that was a lot. It felt like a really, really doable number, and I was excited about the food I was buying. So I had like 3 bags of groceries, and I went to my car, and then my limiting belief kicked in. And my limiting belief was like, I just seamlessly spent this $90-ish, $100 on food. I started thinking about you guys, and I started thinking about 21 days of healing. And I started comparing a trip to the grocery store to the $75 that it costs for 21 days of healing. And in my head, I was like, they're going to think it's too expensive. They're going to think it's too much money. They're going to think it's too expensive. And I had to catch myself and be like, no, you just easily spent $98 at Whole Foods, and that felt good. Why is $75 too much to change someone's life? And so I want to just break this down quickly for you guys in case you have thoughts like that come up, that things like, oh, I'm not worthy, or whatever your limiting beliefs are, it's too expensive. That is a limiting belief. What are some of your limiting beliefs? If you guys are catching this live or the recording, let me know you're here, and let me know what some of your limiting beliefs are. Have you ever considered them? Has anyone helped you ever kind of take inventory of them, survey your life, see the way that your habits and behaviors may be limiting? I know that some of the ones that I initially worked on 3 years ago were that I'm responsible for everybody, that I must fix everything for everybody, that the world is not a safe place, that I am not worthy of love. So there's a lot of things that our subconscious mind tells us, and it dictates our behavior. And then those thoughts creep up at the grocery store. Even though I felt really good about buying my groceries, I then started thinking about 21 days of healing, and I was like, they're gonna think it's too expensive. And so this is what I do, and this is how I'm going to disprove that, because it's complete bullshit. It's not too expensive. So the first thing is that you have to identify your limiting belief. What is your belief? So in this case, the belief is that it's too expensive. So let me know. Put it in the comments. What is your belief? Step 2 is, why do you believe that? So this takes a little bit of reflection, maybe even a short journal session, or just getting quiet with yourself and asking yourself, why do I believe that this is too expensive? Or for you, why do I believe that I'm not worthy of love? So I thought about that, and I was like, well, because I have been fear to invest money in myself before. Okay, so I'm projecting my shit onto you guys, right? And that's not right, okay? So we have to try to kind of figure out, like, where is this coming from? Why do I believe this, okay? Step number 3, does this belief serve me? Is this serving me in any way? And in this case, thinking that you guys are going to think that this program is too expensive serves me in absolutely no freaking way, right? Because the energy you put off into the world is the energy that you attract into the world. So if I have the mindset that anything is too expensive, then I'm going to attract people who also think it's too expensive, and then they're not going to be my ideal clients, right? So does the belief serve you? No, right? And then the next question, number 4, is what are the consequences of holding on to this belief? I kind of just answered that question. What are the consequences of holding on to this belief? Well, I'm going to attract people who are not ready to invest in themselves, that don't see themselves of high value, that don't understand that $75 could be nothing, and that this program could change their lives, right? So what are your consequences of holding on to that belief? What are the consequences of feeling like you're not worthy of love? What are the consequences of feeling like you have to fix everything? What are the consequences of feeling like the world is not a safe place? Write that down. Let it just flow out of you, okay? Number 5, is this belief ultimately true? Is this belief ultimately true? No, right? Expensive is just a fucking word, and it carries the energy that we give it. And money is a neutral resource that has unlimited there is an unlimited amount of, and it is a neutral energy, right? It's just the energy that you give it. So when you say something's expensive, maybe you guys have the same limiting belief. You look at things at Whole Foods or on Amazon and you're like, oh, it's too expensive. Oh, it's too expensive, right? It's too expensive because you said it's too expensive. It's not too expensive because it innately is expensive, right? It is the energy that you give it. So is it ultimately true? Absolutely not. And then the last step here, step 6, I've got them written. I keep looking down because I have them written down in my notebook. The new thought is what you need to come up with. Okay, so what is the new thought that you are going to replace this limiting belief with? If you believe that you are not worthy of love, the new thought may be that I am worthy of love. I am worthy of unlimited amount and abundance of love. I am worthy of love from my mom. I am worthy of love from my dad. I am worthy of love from my partner, right? So you want a new thought. So in this case, if you say something's too expensive, then your new thought would be, this is life-changing and it is completely, I guess you could use the word affordable, but it would still be kind of giving money and energy when money really is just a neutral resource. So it's an exchange of energy. So that could be a good new thought as well, is this $75 investment is simply an exchange of energy. It is someone showing that they are committed to changing their lives, and it's just an exchange of energy, okay? So you want to replace this new thought. So I was in the car, and I was working through this process in my head, because I do that, you guys. I'm like, whoa, no, we're not going that way, and shift my thoughts back to ones that are supportive and positive and abundant. And so I was like, well, what is $75 to me? And I'm asking you guys, what is $75 to you? It could be a 1-hour massage. It could be 3 yoga classes. It could be maybe 10 lattes. I don't know how to do that math. It could be a trip to the grocery store, right? What is $75 to you? And I thought about these things, and I was like, well, 1-hour massage, 3 yoga classes, a bunch of lattes, and a trip to the grocery store. And I was thinking that those things, while some are necessary in life, don't necessarily bring the same emotional effects as 21 days of healing, for me, right? And maybe you guys haven't experienced that, so you don't know yet, but I was like, 21 days, and the benefit that you can get from that is way more than one 1-hour massage to me, right? And you guys have to ask yourselves that. So what is $75 to you? And my next question is, what if $75 could be a complete transformation of your mindset, a new way of looking at your autoimmune disease or illness? What if $75 was all it took to completely transform your life? Would you do it? That's up for you guys to decide. But when you see yourself letting these limiting beliefs into your thoughts or your subconscious mind creeping up on you, I want you guys to go back to this 6-step process here. Show yourself that these things are not true. Replace that thought with a new, supportive, healing thought, and see how your life can change for free, right? But if you are ready for more transformation in your life for the same price as things like a trip to the grocery store or 1 massage or 3 yoga classes, then I'm putting my hands out for you guys again today to grab mine virtually and to join me for this experience, because I really believe that as long as you show up, you guys are going to have a freaking amazing experience, and we're going to be in this together. So, I love you guys. I hope this helps your healing, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.